Hey Phelps, have you heard that these people are dabbing these days? The jazz cabbage, but now it's a jazz little brick, like a little shard. Hey Phelps, you like weed, Phelps? Weed with
I
Ken and
don't
Will.
smoke this stuff, right? I don't bother.
We started as a joke of and welcome to something that's like an activity of sorts with Ken and Will, and
Yeah.
you know it's getting good when we start getting a little wacky with it, going away with the pref. With like it's several streams in a row of this where it's been hello and welcome to no look at my phone, Phelps, with Ken and Will.
Yeah. I mean, we just there was something so special about Rusty. I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah.
We just nailed it on the head with woke Rusty. It was so good in contrast with like how his actual personality is. And it just tickled us so much. We just absolutely fucking loved it.
Hey Phelps, you've been following the ContraPoints drama. It's a few years old, but I saw a meme that mentioned it, and I thought you might not be so online.
Oh god. That's amazing. Anyway, we're at the start of a opening cinematic, so I wanted to pause it as opposed to just restarting the mission and everything like that.
Yeah, we're right here.
Yeah, we're right here. And it's Reefer Madness. Thank you, Salajol, for immediately farting as soon as I said Reefer Madness.
Sure, I know. Freddie needs money to get out of town.
That was perfectly timed.
That was perfectly timed. How do you do that?
On a primo reefer distribution ring. Says he
Has he
can.
said how much it's going to cost?
Timing.
$50.
Yeah.
And the department
Way
will
it
front
goes.
me the 50?
You can put in an expense claim. He's over at Mike Lyman's on
Did I
Hollywood
assume
Boulevard.
it
See what
was
can
you
find
before
out.
looking? I mean, kind of. You're always the first one to throw things at my face.
What I love about this desk is that they're not suspicious of you.
Get
They're
moving,
not
Phelps.
Josh and you.
Roy's informant is the
They
skitty
just
type.
clearly also hate Roy.
Mouthpiece Sports Store fee at the Grand
It is
Jury.
pretty fucking great.
50 bucks?
Got a DA.
Do they think I'm made of money?
No, you just look like you're made of money.
Oh, very
Look
good.
at that
The kid's
suit.
on form.
You
I'd say
bought
on a
two good
scale of dull to
suits,
scintillating,
and then you
you're a
ripped them to
solid
shreds
80s
and
today.
made that
You can be
thing.
pleased with.
Just
ever
goes to
listen
show
to
you can
yourself?
afford two suits.
I don't have the same voices in my head
It
as
is
you do,
honest work.
Cole.
Very honest work. Alright, where am I going? I'm going this way.
You know you've got it made if you can get
Wait.
that desk.
I could find my way to the front door. I can't find my way anywhere else. That precinct just
You brought in the case for that poor
it just
Oh, it's
confuses
awful.
me. It confuses
Everything
me
looks
so
the
much.
same.
I am so glad I am not a criminal in that police precinct, because if I tried to like run out, I would get fucking lost. The window would be my best bet.
Yeah, Cole just walks straight long enough and goes, Officer Minotaur.
Phelps. just chilling in the center of.
Get this. Middle of the afternoon, this crazy woman decides to set fire to the hotel she lives in. The fire brigade come and put it out. A couple hours later, she does it again. Phones
Roy-
up Central and
Roy
says,
would have him
I've set
parked
fire
like
to my
this."
hotel twice today. You better come and get me.
Yeah.
He doesn't look at his own. He looks across the
Did they send
street.
some uniforms around to get her?
No, that's the best part. The desk sergeant, he gets his share of crank calls, says, all right, Lady Nero, why don't you come on down here? An hour later, she shows. Hair still smoking, clothes smoldering, smelling like a brush fire.
Ah, that sure is a pleasant observation, Roy.
Like it's hard to find an unhinged enough personality to project onto Roy because he's already a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel like we'd just be adding fuel to the fire. And we're done, Arson. We did it.
There's a little sneak.
Oh, I thought it
Him
was
in the
this guy.
back, Cole.
He was like, looked lit. I thought it was him.
Root beers all around, doll.
Hello.
Mike.
Freddie, you're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20? I said...
You want the money or the alternative?
Tell us about the reefer, Freddie.
Who's he?
Another good
He's
Samaritan.
gonna put
Answer
in
the
a
question.
thing for 50,
Wes
isn't
comes
he?
from Tijuana.
Even though he only paid the guy
Bring in
20.
50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddie?
Gets stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddie.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz. But be careful. He likes guns. Now, do I get my money?
Do me
What
a favor,
American
Freddie.
doesn't?
Spend the
God.
money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket.
Let's go visit this Cruz character.
Oh, wait
50
just a
pounds of
little
dope.
moment, sir.
Crazy.
Pew pew. Exactly. Also, god damn.
It's blaring.
That's the second thing that I've listened to, like the second jazz song that I've listened to in a video game where I've just been like, okay, all right, you didn't need to go that fucking hard. The only difference is this is actually probably not written for the game. Fucking Ratchler and
the
his
story?
catchy jazz music.
Sure.
Barrett.
A hophead like Freddie would raffle his sister for his next score.
You like this, right?
Officers need help. Hollywood and Highland. Officers need
Alright, fine, we'll do this.
and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3.
We gotta do them every once in a while.
Protect and serve. I'll protect and serve you an ice cream cone.
This car
Hey,
cost me
check
a
out this
fortune,
video.
moron.
It's a guy going to a McDonald's drive-thru for 2 cones, then he puts them on his nipples. Look at the waitress's face. Doesn't she look uncomfortable? I love making waitresses
I
uncomfortable.
hope you
Don't
got some
Phelps?
money saved up.
No, stop it.
I like
Stop it,
trolling the
Roy.
waitress a little.
Officers need help. Hollywood and Highland.
Stop it, Roy. No.
Shots fired.
He's just cackling. He's like, I remember there was this trend. You would lick ice cream in grocery stores.
I was thinking that. I was gonna bring that up. I was like, I remember when in the Spanish flu, people went in and licked the ice cream in the grocery stores. Oh, wasn't that
Two
funny?
inside covering the hostages. Plus this charmer at the front.
Like, fuck.
We need to do something about him now, sir. He won't negotiate, and he'll kill this poor bastard if we don't put him down.
You come any closer, I'll pull the trigger.
Okay.
We didn't want to hurt. Move up!
You have
There you
been
go.
subdued.
Hurry! There's still someone in there!
If you draw a gun. Hi. Oh,
Yeah, the shimmy.
yeah.
He knew how to shimmy yaw.
Yeah, he
But
definitely
he
knew how to
didn't
shimmy
know
and
how to
shake.
shimmy yay.
Car 11K, code 4 at Hollywood First National Bank, corner of Hollywood and Highland. Suspects are down. I need an ambulance and notify the coroner.
Roger on the ambulance. 11K. All units be advised. Suspects are down at Hollywood First National at the corner of Hollywood and Highland.
I bet Roy picked the pockets of the people I just shot.
There could be evidence, Phelps.
Yeah, right? Like,
Evidence. He takes out a fucking wad of hundreds. Evidence of some fat cash.
fucking Christ. I hate it so much.
This will make an dent in my gambling debts.
Oh, God. What do you think his gamble is?
Son of a bitch!
Like, do you think he just goes full spread, gambles on everything, or do you think he just does, like, sports bets?
He gets people together on the street to make weird, sadistic bets about strangers.
Like $20 if he takes out his phone. $20 if you can guess this man's name.
the way in.
Ooh, look at that destruction. You did say
Hey
that.
Phelps, I got the Shinigami eyes. Bet you I can write his name on my death note.
11K calling KTL. Officers need help at 1450.
I've got a couple of bullet holes in me.
Or at least bullet halves.
Yeah. How do you know where I am in the wall? Damn it!
They brought bigger gun.
They brought bigger gun.
I was the law, they had a big gun.
Call for help. I'll try and find a way in.
I mean, it's especially smart because one kept popping up and the other would go down. So they really had their systems, like, checked. My hat!
11K calling KTL.
Oh god. What?
Nope.
Sorry, that said hold to shift positions. Hold to shift positions. I did not do that.
You live, you learn.
You live and learn. I do just like that he just stood up like, oh, this is fine.
Alright, just keep on lifting ahead.
Call for help. I'll try and find a way in.
Good news is I still have my hat. I just don't think that Phelps could live without his hat. Jeez.
11K calling KGPL. Officers need help at 1452 Northwest Palmas. Shots fired and officers need help at
Can you not?
1452 Northwest Palmas.
They can't know that my wife is insisting on the mayonnaise thing.
Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired.
I needed to take him out so I could run around unimpeded. Got this. Got this. Hey, buddy. You in here? Ah! Fucking Christ!
Ooh!
You got me. That's fair. No! Haven't skipped anything thus far. I'm not skipping this. Not
Shoddy?
skipping two guys with guns.
Shoddy run?
Shoddy run? I would have to get back to the car for the shoddy, wouldn't I?
Yeah, probably do it though.
Probably.
Call for help. I'll try and find a way in.
I think you can also blind fire.
Nah, that's fair. It's not very professional, though. So I can do that. Wow.
11K calling KGPL. Officers
Oh, I thought I got it. Oh, nailing it.
shots fired and officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Roger, LBK audience. Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Officers need help at 1452 North
I
Las
can't.
Palmas. Shots fired.
No!
It is to handle identify code 3.
Throw out the
This
guns.
is doomed to be pistol.
I'm doomed to be pistol. Can I? Yeah.
Gonna be close quarters.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Don't shout that when
Reach
you're
and
going
clear.
through the back door.
Get behind
Reach and clear.
something.
Reach it clear. Reach it clear. Let's go. Oh, God. Oh, damn. Now, that was a flick. Fall already.
Woo! There you go, right through the doorway.
I can genuinely say that the first guy was completely unintentional. If I killed him that quickly, that was pure coinkydink. I'm not even sure where I hit.
You guys don't have to leave a mess. What happened?
dope peddler, Juan Cruz. He opened fire and, well, the rest of the story tells itself.
I like that my suit instantly gets repaired. Must have a good... You must know a good tailor.
Is this a drug or a village in Borneo? Doesn't appear to be in Spanish.
I like wearing comfortable pants that are in black, a nice neutral color.
Yeah.
Which means that I have a lot of black sweatpants.
Oh yeah, so many black sweatpants.
And occasionally I pack nothing but, then I sit there and go, oh, I don't think anyone could tell if I had changed clothes this entire trip.
I've done that too. I used to have, like, just coincidentally, multiple of the same shirt that I would wear to work. Like, it was just a normal ass fucking polo that I would wear to work, but I had like 3 of them, and I'm like, I accidentally wore them all back to back, and then realized I don't think anyone.
This is his address, but this
I don't think they realize that I've actually changed my clothing. What's in your
Rusty, I
other
think
pocket?
someone shot this man.
A silver dollar. I thought they took these things out of circulation.
I mean, that's possible, but people collect silver dollars. I have some silver dollars.
For some reason, my brain keeps disconnecting the main case plot from the case gimmick.
Right.
So I'll think I know what it's about, and then see the gimmick and go, oh yeah, this one.
Optimistic goal.
This one was the weird coins one.
The weird coins one. Oh damn! He definitely had ammo. We had like no food in here.
Well, they had a chicken coop.
Oh, true. Wait. There we go. It had to be done. Just gonna continuously tap. Hi.
This unironically would be a good, like, flash tattoo book for a parlor. Like,
Honestly, yeah. Yeah. This would be pretty solid. I don't think there's nothing I really care to tap on. The reefer's not giving it away.
you swap this out for animal skulls and mushrooms, and you get, like, the artist who did my arm.
Yeah.
Circumstantial.
It appears that he was learning Spanish. Yes. That is the only inference you can take from that. Dark in here. More light.
Maybe these are the guys keeping Juan so well stocked with soup.
I mean, fucking
For his family?
I fucking lived off soup for a while. Soup is great.
Doesn't anyone eat regular meals anymore? Junkies feeding on popcorn and grasshoppers living on soup.
It's soup for my family. I
Yeah.
love when you find, like, a new comfort food that you'll, like, burn out after a few months, but it ends up being super cheap.
Oh,
Like getting
dude.
in a ramen era or, like, a tuna era.
Yeah. I'm currently on spring rolls. I really enjoy
Oh, yeah.
spring rolls. Yeah. But not the healthiest, but, you know, it's whatever. Health is relative. A gun. Someone must have fired shots in this place. Another gun.
A big iron.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Strangely absent from his hip. More soup.
I am very happy for what New Vegas did for Marty Robbins because he's got several bangers.
Yeah.
Operator, message for KGPL.
And everyone's just excited for a big iron on his hip.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Parnell Soup Company, a head office or factory in the Los Angeles area.
Well, there's also
Just a second, Detective.
there's El Paso, which is really good.
Only one address
There's
listed.
Doggone Cowboy, which I think
6310
might be in one of the
Fountain
Fallouts. I'm not sure.
Thanks for your help.
I was
Google
going to
that,
say, I
whatever.
do enjoy the tacos. El Paso's tacos, yeah. Of course, that's the younger version. Old El Paso is, of course, their father.
I'm looking it up to check, and at the top, Reddit, New Vegas means Marty Robbins has some bangers.
I mean, yeah. I'm super glad for New Vegas for exposing that. Can I look a little bit deeper or no? Okay.
The comments are just everyone going, "Oh, I love it." I'm picking different deep cuts, but everyone loves El Paso.
Nice. I'm gonna check out back. If there's anything here, maybe. Oh yeah, chicken coop.
I'm gonna get my beer and my secret little scream snack.
Nice.
Because you have to inspect this thoroughly. Thoroughly.
No.
It's worth.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
So much corn. Okay. That's just a photo of, you know, some nuts. So we got some nuts and some corn. I mean, I could try and dig a little deeper. Can I dig deeper into the nuts? No. Oh, there's some bolts in there too.
The cans of nuts and bolts are really relatable. We have so many of those in our fucking shop.
Well, I'm not surprised. You fucking everything.
You think it's a stupid thing to have, except then you come back to it like 12 times a year going, we might need an old bolt that's about this size.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Audible gasp.
More soup? Who in the hell keeps the secret?
Harper's Paradise going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be soup.
You hungry or something, Phelps?
Broccoli. Damn it.
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
Factory sealed. Someone at the cannery has a lot of explaining to do.
With the scale of his hand, that's a huge nut.
That is so big. And to me, it just looks like fucking broccoli from here. Ooh, leek. Fucking leek and potato soup? I'm here for it. I wonder if they're different strains depending on which one you are. That's an achievement to open both of the cans. I want to know what strains they are. Come on.
Imagine you find a can of soup out of morbid curiosity, you open
Is there a
it,
pattern to the deliveries?
and you're like, oh, this is probably rotten if it's soup, but if I open it and it's rotten ass weed. Visibly, like,
This guy
mold
EJ
on it.
seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight. Dates and times seem pretty regular.
We should notify the border crossing.
Fitty, fitty, fitty,
Those
fitty,
fuckers
fitty,
are
fitty,
probably in on it.
Yeah.
Let's wait and see how this
That is
plays
a
out.
lot.
fitty.
I guess that book in the bedroom was just his, like, logo designs for when he went, like, legitimate.
Sometimes you want to make florid designs.
Sometimes you want to make florid designs. Okay, it's still going. Is there more to find in here?
It's bugged.
It's bugged? Okay.
I'm gonna check. Don't get me wrong.
It's always good to double check, but I feel like we got some good shit going. We're looking for an EJ at the soup factory. Well, at the canning factory. Anything cool on the calendar? Oh man, this is like a New Zealand calendar. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Very scenic.
I think we got all of it.
Anything else in these cans? Jesus Christ, how many? Okay. All right. 1 or 2 nuts and bolts, and maybe a nail, but this is a little bit excessive. It's a lot of nuts and bolts. Also, where are the chickens? Why? Why no chickens?
They're off on Marijuana.
Seriously. It's all just a cover. The chickens are just an excuse, a disguise for the smell. Even though there's no fucking way it would ever disguise the smell. Alright, well, are we going to the 20th Century Market or the Soupco factory?
Soup.
Soup!
The soup store.
I love the soup store. It's my favorite
Brother
place to buy
says the
clothes.
morphine is still turning up.
Makes sense.
Christ alive, this is a nightmare!
My car!
Like, every single time Roy talks, I'm just gonna
Makes
fucking
sense.
drive his car
We have
into
no
something.
idea how much of the stuff.
You're paying for every last scratch.
You gotta learn, bud. You gotta learn.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted. There's been no comeback from
Okay, that was just a person. Felt bad for that one.
Confidential magazine is right, and Bugsy is on the slide.
You read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his face if I were. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a little bit rough. Car is in not good shape.
You read?
I completely cut him off from finishing his one fucking dialogue.
Right. Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup in this
Okay,
place.
he knows Bugsy Siegel, real person.
Yeah. He is a very fancy person. Of course he knows them.
LAPD. Who owns this factory, ma'am?
Mr. Parnell. Howard Parnell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a seat.
If you don't mind, we'll come with you.
If you must.
So many sizes of can.
That is some.
You just
That is a
wanted to
massive
follow,
fucking.
didn't
That
you?
is industrial
You
soup
sly
can.
dog. I must apologize for my partner.
You gotta have one of those big ass
he hates
can
saying
openers.
Goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Give it a rest.
One of the rare moments where I feel compelled to say
If you could show
military
these men in
grade.
to see
Yeah.
Mr. Parnell, Doris. They're from the LAPD.
Follow me, gentlemen.
He has 2 secretaries?
What is going on?
LAPD, sit tight, fatso. You could be in very serious trouble.
He's done literally nothing!
Take a seat, gentlemen. I'm sure we can sort this all out.
That we know.
Calm
Yeah.
down, wide load.
You're like, Jesus Christ.
Soup cans.
That's an outrageous allegation.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans, all sealed up tight with your label on them.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Beforehand, Roy.
We have nothing to hide.
He's not even that fat.
Doris,
Before this,
can you
though,
bring me
Roy
the
had his
current
like
employee listing?
thesaurus out looking up words for fat because he
Here
was
is Mr.
related to
Parnell.
food.
On the desk, please.
It's the only reason why he keeps calling him any variation of fat. Thank you. That was unnecessary.
You see that,
Any name
Roy?
on
She
that list that
titted
rings a
at me.
bell?
Oh. Oh, it was Juan Garcia Cruz, right? But, I mean, that's the same address.
This is familiar. 1452 North Las Palmas. A Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Okay.
The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I mean, he's looking at me. I mean, and I would believe that he would want this stopped as much as we do, because this is probably a little bit bad for his reputation.
I don't think we have a single actual tie to this man.
Yeah. It doesn't look like a doubt to me, though. Or a lie. So, I'm going to say truth. Okay.
You must suspect someone, Mr. Parnell.
Yep. I
Are you
thought
sure
so.
it isn't someone who stole some of my labels? That would be pretty easy to do.
How are your sales, Mr. Parnell?
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big soup eaters.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's a much different lie, but he looks more upset than anything else. I'm inclined to doubt just because he looks sad. I'm gonna doubt.
Mr. Parnell, do you know what kind of
Nailed it.
trouble you're in? Come clean with us.
Okay, so things are a little flat. We're deciding whether to lower production. It's taken a while to adjust to not having any military contracts.
Oh, those were
You know,
military grade
we
cans.
sold Uncle Sam 5 million cans of minestrone.
Ever heard of Juan Garcia Cruz?
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna poke the bear.
Tell us the truth, Parnell. You and Cruz are moving dope from Mexico and packaging it up here.
I am telling the truth. You don't have one scrap of evidence that says I'm behind this.
I mean, we have the soup cans. I feel like that needed to be a big thing, is that they were specifically canned in these factories.
He is suspicious, but I don't think this man knows how to
Sorry?
can a soup.
Yeah.
Mistake.
So what was the not familiar with all of them. I mean, he is the type of guy that would have no idea who is working underneath him. But that's the same face that he gave before, when he was doubtful. I'm gonna doubt him again. Just always doubt.
That's funny, Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better give me something.
Look, I'm not
Also, where was
involved
the
in
other
this.
body? Who was the other
I'm getting
guy
enough
that was
grief
shot?
from Washington. There's an investigation going on
I
in the
don't know, fella
profiteering.
Fellington?
Like a guy shouldn't be
Yes,
able
I
to turn a
guess.
buck while the war is on.
I'm sure thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did okay. Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
All right.
Want a hint?
Kind of.
He might just be a good enough liar that truth is indistinguishable from lies.
I mean,
That bit about the conveyors and what he does and not knowing his last name? Maybe.
maybe. Yeah, maybe. I need to adjust a little bit. My hand tracking keeps picking up my microphone and thinking it's my hand. It's truly a curse. So he has the same face that I have learned is his doubt face, that I should not trust his neutral expression. So are you
He has
saying
to
that I
walk
should
through-
truth him this time?
Detective, the pot is on the boil. How about getting on with things?
Never.
That's what the walkthrough says for some reason.
So he's here now?
No, maintenance is at night. Night shift finishes around midnight. He would usually come in around 9 p.m. and have everything ready for the morning shift at 6.
We'd like to take a look around the factory floor, Mr. Parnell.
I hope we won't have to shut down the line.
No, nothing like that.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
We won't shut it down. We'll destroy it.
I hate seeing how things are made. This is gonna be like that time I went to the slaughterhouse and couldn't eat steak for a week.
Okay. Yeah, no. You know, Roy, one of these days I'm going to show you my favorite videos. It's the How It's Made series. An in-depth look at the exact process for every single thing you could possibly imagine.
This is where the produce
Rusty
comes in.
appears from
We
underneath the
peel and sort
staircase. He's
all
like,
of the
"Do,
vegetables
do,
and
do,
add them to the
do,
line
do,
in
do,
regular
do."
quantities.
Fascinating.
Yep, real fascinating.
Why don't you keep quiet?
Is that just water? Yeah, it's
Oh,
water.
good God. This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
Man, look at all these fruits. Crazy.
Tomato, carrot, cucumber.
Sand, by the
Oh,
looks
they
of
got the
it.
QC guy.
Like what actually is in here? What's the white in there? Is that just like an entire thing of cauliflower, or is that ice?
Could be a sliced beet. You get them in salads.
True. Turnips.
This is the hopper, which boils and purees the vegetables.
That
The
fan
other
is
hopper
doing
for
a
the
lot
pasta.
of work.
This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
Yes, I am.
The soup is
Yes, I am.
labeled automatically into cans. Next stage is labeling.
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's over here. Follow me. This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
what's that in your hands, sir?
These men are from the LAPD. Sergio here records our outgoing deliveries. They all go in the book.
I noticed
Just there on the
you're
desk.
doing that coin thing. Would that happen to be a silver dollar?
That's right, I am an illusionist.
Can I have a look at that coin?
Sure, why not?
Silver
Convenient.
dollar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What did it say?
The markings
I
on
did
it say
not
it's been
see it.
taken out of circulation.
Maybe. I'm not trying to buy anything with it. I like it. Brings me luck.
Pluribus.
And
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup.
I gotta press it just to see what the accusation's gonna be.
Stop lying to me. I think you are muling the dope across the border.
I'm a simple working guy caught up in the middle of all this. You're crazy if you think you can prove I drive the truck for these guys.
yeah, that's awfully specific.
Yeah. Wait. Identical to the coin carried by Juan Garcia Cruz. Okay, so we know that they have a connection, but we don't know what it actually is. We don't have proof that he is the one shipping it. And also the name Sergio doesn't really match EJ.
Make like a 2020 YouTuber where they can the soup and press it.
Sergio, if you don't give me something, I'm gonna go to Immigration Services and have you deported.
You get a shipment once
Hey,
every 2 weeks.
Phelps! I found this great video. You know that Hatsune Miku I keep telling you about? Well, this dude took a doll of her and put her in a press. She just slowly gets crushed. It's fantastic. You know I gotta
soup
now.
for my family.
Oh, yes. That wife that I totally have. It's soup.
What were you expecting?
I'll have to come back at night to find out.
Just gonna keep doing it.
Seems irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant. Damn. Looks like good soup.
Look, you gotta do 3, okay?
Oh man, if I could do 3, that would be great. But it's
1
not.
is anything, 2's a coincidence, 3's data. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Now, 3's kind of shit data, but...
I mean, yeah. Oh man, look at them. They're so in sync.
Wow. Oh, that's some bad repetitive bending.
Yeah. Yeah, you would not want that. Why would you repetitively, like, why would you put the box on the ground? Take these boxes, put them under the table. Take the box, put it on the table, and then just boop, 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 you're done.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Come on. Think of your back, man. You load up all of that onto the floor, and then you just have to pick up that now heavy box and move it across the room. Why would you do that to yourself?
Huh. We're looking for repeat business in large amounts, Cole.
Okay. 20th Century Market for 15 boxes.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about?
What do you know about the 20th Century Market?
Nada. I get the orders from upstairs. I send the goods where I'm told.
And you don't know Juan Garcia Cruz?
No.
There we go.
Not me.
You're a liar, Sergio. You're in it, and I'm gonna break you for it.
You're loco, Placa. I got nothing to do with Juan Garcia.
All right.
You can't break me.
Now, do
I'm
I
like a board,
say
and you're like a
Juan
white belt.
silver
He's not
dollar
ready.
or Sergio's silver dollar?
Ooh, both.
It shouldn't matter, right?
We found a matching silver dollar on Juan Garcia. What are the odds of that, Sergio?
Juan and Jorge aren't brothers. They're cousins. They work with some evil gabacho. The guy is an aberration. He gives out the silver dollars. Jorge gets me a list of deliveries every morning. 20th Century is always on.
You keep your mouth shut for today, and I don't take you in. Do we have a deal?
Do I have a choice?
Technically,
Is that a
yes.
serious question? That's it for now.
Are we
Sergio.
just gonna keep
If we need to
asking
speak to you
questions?
again, we'll put in a call to Mr. Parnell.
If you have to, I guess.
We will be in
God.
touch, Mr. Parnell.
Everything.
It is imperative that things appear as normal here. Keep an eye on Sergio in case he gets tempted to blow the whistle.
Thanks. I'll do that. You're going to overlook my little immigration problem, aren't you?
Cheer up, fatso. We're gonna let you go on squeezing these poor saps a little while longer. Well,
Let's slip up for a moment
until
and we'll
some
send you
commie
back to
union
Canada.
types infiltrate this place.
God. Those damn unions.
I am glad to be out of that place. I never knew fresh vegetables.
Punch out before meal breaks. Remove workwear before entering. What an awful, awful place. I'm glad I've never had actual physical punch cards. That sounds...
Never had a physical card, but we had to swipe one at work. That was the worst. They would bill your break down to the fucking minute.
I hope things work out. I need the job, but they tell me nothing.
Oh. There it is. No.
Just looking longingly over the...
Alright, 20th century? Because
Yeah.
we have to wait until night for the Parnell thing, right?
How many years have you been in Viceroy?
More years than I want to own up to, Phelps.
This is an awkward parking lot.
You have any idea who Rojas was talking about?
How'd they get it in there?
The gringo runs the
Carefully.
operation? Could be anybody. You don't expect those morons to be running the show, do you? If you asked Rojas how much a silver dollar was worth, he'd probably say 50 cents.
It's not?
So make the call on Bradshaw 22.
That reminds me of the reason they phased out the penny up here, where they're like, listen, each penny costs us 1.6 cents.
Yeah.
We can't do this.
Yeah. That's great. Now you see, Phelps, he just didn't realize that all currency actually has a fluctuating value depending on its rarity. Now, I have these things called NFTs, which are actually a single proof of its kind, only one in existence. Now that's
I gotta stop you
value.
there, Rusty. Is this about those goddamn monkeys again? The news said they cratered Rusty.
Sit tight. Let's take a look at what's going on.
It's a buyer's market, Phelps.
Either these customers are serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
I'm requesting assistance in a B-Wagon at 20th Century Markets, 1558 North Highland. Numerous narcotic suspects. Code 2 only, no sirens.
11K, roger.
Okay. Cavalry should be here any minute.
Alright, let's go shoot up the place. Good job, guys. Well done.
LAPD, nobody move!
I'll take my chances.
Overdubbed much?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Your chances aren't looking so hot, bud. They're not looking so hot.
Well, none of my chances.
My chances are gone.
Whatever you're carrying, hand it over.
I've been binge watching a lot of Homestar Runner, so I keep getting the urge to be like, oh no, you've chanced my chances.
I'd say he's got about half a can left.
Oh
I guess
no.
that makes me a pessimist.
Well, I have a weed. I guess that
You
makes
can't
me a
take me
weedist, eh, Homestar?
Take you in. Be glad he
Puts
didn't
it in
shoot
his
you.
pocket like, I'll
wouldn't
save this
chase
for
you.
later.
If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your
I
head.
want information.
Senor, I would
I'm
like
gonna
to help
send
you,
this to the testing
but I got a
department.
family in
Looks
Mexico I
right
have
at the
to provide
camera.
for.
I'm the
And
testing
my
department.
compadres are very unreasonable.
Your compadres? Turn out
Look,
your
I got
pockets.
so many bullet holes riddling me, I need it for the pain.
I need Ray to run down these silver dollars.
I need to make a deal.
I
need
did just
guarantees.
notice that there was
have
like a
identification?
text stamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Rusty goes, yoink.
Roy goes yoink. Rusty doesn't
Sanchez
steal.
Airco, Mexican.
My bad,
Tijuana
my bad,
address.
my B.
Here's the deal, Airto. You give me information, and I won't give you to immigration. Give
Oh,
me
he's been
EJ, the
rehearsing
driver
that in
bringing
the
in the
car.
shipments, or I'll make you for it.
I run the shop. That's all I do.
Yeah, buddy.
Are you sure about that? I'm gonna see what the lie is.
Tell me the goddamn truth. You are in this with the others.
I told you I know them. I told you my family's at risk. What makes me part of their gang?
You have the silver dollar that you literally just gave to us? Okay, that says... Oh. That's the Masenke, isn't it? The same...
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Anyway, I want to accuse him of it based on the silver dollar.
Him.
You have a silver dollar, Airto, just like Juan. I'm sure Ernesto and the rest have them as well.
The silver dollars are his mark.
Whose? Give me a name.
None of us are allowed to see him. His creatures carry his orders to us.
His creatures?
If I gave you his name,
I'm picturing like fucking gremlins coming in. Where's the weed?
If you don't give us something, you will rot
It
in
is
jail while
I,
your
the weed
family
gremlin.
starves on
Give me the
street.
green, or
Mr.
I'll
Juarez,
make you my
tonight, the
queen.
one and
Oh,
He's bringing the truck into the soup factory.
In fairness, that's kind of what I imagined it was at like
Ernesto can
opening
leave
day when weed was legalized in Canada. Like every single weed shop, just a bunch of fucking gremlins to get in there first thing early in the morning, like it's Black Friday, being like, "Where's the good shit?"
Tell me about the soup
puff,
cans.
puff,
The
puff.
soup was very
Give me
popular,
the stuff.
as you can
Indica
see.
sativa. I'll have either. Hoo hoo.
What did this dude say? Soup is popular. Okay.
I think you're the connection on the Mexican side. I think you're more than you like to make out.
So now I'm the big man in this?
Oh, that was way too limited.
Yeah, he is obviously the American side.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
That
It's
still
my
a doubt,
balls in your mouth.
though. No. Yeah, this is a doubt.
It's real funny, wise guy. You want to try saying that again with no teeth?
I get a delivery at 7:30 every other day from the factory. Jorge organizes everything.
We know about Jorge and Juan. Juan is dead. Tell us how you know the Cruz boys.
Ernesto put together this thing. He brought in Juan, Juan brought in Jorge.
Okay.
I think he just ratted someone out.
Yeah, like this. That feels like truth.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
I was already
Oh
here.
man, we got one of everything from this
Ernesto
guy.
knows
That's
I'm
great.
illegal, So he
Nice.
threatened to report me if I didn't help.
I just
It's
like to
ironic
mix it
that,
up.
like,
The gringos and
the
the
hardest
gringas, they
characters
love
are
the reefer.
to read are the ones that are like
And I didn't want to have to leave
mid
to start
okay
again in San
actors.
Francisco.
Yeah.
The ones that you
breaking
can
my
read
heart.
from a mile away are the really bad
Under
ones
arrest,
and the really
Airto.
good actors.
I'll
Yeah.
speak to the DA and see if he will agree to not seize your assets, or deport you. That's the best I can do.
Look, he snitched, all right? We need more snitches in the world.
Freddie said they were moving 50 pounds a week.
Listen,
That's a
Phelps,
lot
we
of
need
soup cans.
snitches, all right? Do
I
we
think
look
this
like
is
we're
an
made of
instant
quaffles?
Moving dope around the country to selected grasshoppers.
Fuck you. That was
Locally,
awful.
It's distributed in the usual way, through Pachuco street punks.
Someone must know something about this drug baron character.
Here they come. Let them unload the goods first.
In a game like this,
Let's get them.
whenever someone uses a word, Jesus Christ. Whenever someone uses a word that I don't understand, there's always two reactions of, oh, that's a fun word, and then immediately followed by, I should probably never say that. Why? Because Roy said it.
Let's go.
Therefore, it is
Everyone into
probably not
position.
good.
That's the thing.
Get
For
your
every
back.
time he calls someone a low-down dirty
LAPD,
dog or
put
a
your hands
no-good
where we can see
stinker,
them.
he just calls them a slur?
Yeah, right?
Go, Phelps. Get in there.
Bye, guy.
I'm in here.
I am in the middle of the firefight, as you can see. My hat.
You're covered, Phelps. Stay down.
Just turns around. I'm bread, you bitch!
I do like the blind fire. It's very funny.
Let's move.
Come on, poke your
Stay
head.
in cover.
Actually, you know what? It's fine. I got
You desperately duck behind cover only to discover it's the best cover in the warehouse.
Keep moving.
I thought I shot
How long
you.
do you think you can hold out?
Apparently not. There we go. This is not a good spot. Pick up my hat. Oh, my hat.
Move. I got this.
My hat. Oh, fine.
Throw out the guns.
There we go.
All clear? I think that's the last of them, Cole.
There we go. Got my hat back. It's important. It's important. I must come home every night and my wife just looks at my hat and goes, got shot off again? How?
Detectives, found something here you probably want to see.
Jesus Christ. He murderated. Hey, buddy.
Maybe they should have had top hats. Deceive people into thinking that they're getting you in the dome.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like an early warning system.
Tijuana address. We should see what the federales have on him.
Okay. That's a nice ticket.
A music fan.
Yeah.
$1 per dead man. Doesn't seem like much for a human life.
Okay, so that's the first word, and then there's another word that's stamped with this. I'm gonna say nationals.
Live from Masankey, Nebraska.
And I wouldn't be surprised.
I keep seeing the same thing posted over and over, which is a European day trip through Ontario where they go through like Paris and London and Lisbon and
God damn.
I forgot about Lisbon.
Take a look in these boxes.
Oh, that's great. Canada's fucking wish Europe.
That's the thing I don't get about Ontario. You come from London,
Very
you come
minimum
from
another
fucking
50 pounds.
Raw Tainsbury,
Detectives,
and you move to a new place to get away from Raw Tainsbury, and you're like, ah, yes, a fertile valley. I will call this Raw Tainsbury.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta go with what's familiar. They're so worried about, you know, starving and freezing that they're like, you know what, this is fine. Raw Tainsbury, sure, fuck it.
Some poor official has to come back to them way later being like, look,
damn,
you can't just call this town. And your last name can't be single word last name.
$1,000.
Look, I get you're the only Jedediah in town. We have 3,000 Jedediahs.
There's so many. Okay.
It's my favorite bit of history is at one point British officials just got fucking exhausted with that shit and said, okay, look, where are you from? What's your job? Give me something. And that's why people's last names are like Taylor and Butcher.
Yet another silver dollar.
Medals.
Earl?
Okay.
Looks like quite a bloodbath. What was this all about? Drugs and money. What else? Speaking of money, where did that roll go?
I picked
Drugs
it up
and
for
tits and money?
safekeeping. The department owes me 50.
Ray, I have another 2 coins for you.
Great. I've got something to show you. It's all set up on the table over here. There.
That is the Noire song, right, Will? I'm not crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Butts and tits and money.
Butts
I listened
and
to that
tits.
today.
Butts and tits and money.
There are letters cut into each coin, along with not legal tender. What does it mean?
Those are Morgan silver dollars from the 20s. They were removed from circulation and sent for disposal. A number of smelters around the country had the contract. Look at them together. Can you work out what it says?
Nailed it.
The first coin, MAS. The second, ANG. The third, KAY. The fourth, MET. The fifth, ALS. Masanke Metals.
Imagine you're Ray
metal
Pinker.
foundry.
You keep setting
you like
these
the
things
address?
up like dominoes,
Whatever.
and then Cole keeps acting like
1034
he's
Vine
so
Street,
smart.
Hollywood.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
finish up here. It's already been
Like,
a long
I
night,
put
fellas.
all of the clues
Keep
right
it
in front of
fucking
you,
giving
and Cole
yourself up.
ends up taking all the fucking credit. Like, guaranteed he figured it out before. Probably didn't even look at it under the thing. He didn't need to reorganize. He's just like, oh, yeah, of course.
Great detective work, Cole. I just decided to put these on a cloth and take out a lens for no reason.
He
I have
shuffles.
fixed it to the table so it wouldn't get lost. What a coincidence.
He also just makes it so that you only had to swap like 2 things and it was solved. It's like, here you go, Cole. What could it possibly mean?
I'm just a magpie. I take the shiny, put it like the like shiny. I can't detective. And he's pointing at a sign that says, this guy did it.
I do it to intentionally piss off Roy.
You could take the hearse.
There's a hearse?
Now, if only you had a hiss.
Fine. But if the skipper sees us driving around...
Jesus! He doesn't even say anything. That That was earned.
I don't know why that broke me so hard.
Hey, Phelps,
It was just the fact that I start backing up. He's running behind me like a fucking kid chasing a ball. And it just slowly hits him. And he crumples. And it's like there was blood. He's going, oh God. There was nasty sounds. And then he just gets up like it's nothing. Like, I thought for a moment, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna fail me for killing my partner. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, Phelps, you put my hip in my rib cage.
Cash doesn't weigh you down. Get your priorities straight, Phelps. We're close to bringing in one of the biggest dope cases of the year, and you're worrying about unsubstantial evidence?
I mean, shouldn't a police officer be worried about unsubstantial evidence? It seems kind of important.
Locked. We need another way in.
There's 2 more goons, Vow and Dree.
Of course.
You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
Damn it! It doesn't even have a fucking... There's no lock on it.
We're not in my car.
There's no lock on it. How? Oh well, that'll
Imagine you piss someone off.
Yep.
You look outside, there's just a coroner's office car parked outside your gate.
Like, oh no, not going there. Not doing anything like that. Or better yet, is that the moon or is that just a ball? What are you?
Called an orb, Phelps. It appears after 11 months of NoFap.
Hey, excuse me, Roy. I'm pondering it. Its existence. Its essence. What are you? But like, imagine you're walking down the street, you're walking home from work, and you just see...
Cover the back door, Roy.
You just see a, like, coroner car, like, fucking ramming into a gate unsuccessfully. I mean... I can't in good conscience do this.
Hey, reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
You shot first.
There you go.
Stay down.
I mean, sure, I didn't identify myself at all, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, my head.
Some guy barges into your house with a gun. He's like, John Stevens. Like, what?
Steve Johnson.
You okay? I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top.
Okay. Go.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Hi. Oh. Oh. That was the quality corpsing right there.
That's a good old-fashioned bleh.
Yeah. Yeah, he bled hard. Doors everywhere here. I'm not sure if I could shoot through that, but I wanted to try it. You're not helping.
You're covered, Phelps.
Yeah, I'm covered by me. Jesus Christ. I am essentially that, like, one guru in every kung fu movie that just sees things coming.
You catch a hatchet from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Victor Sanders.
You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy.
I have, like,
Roy
a
and I
set
have
of
had
chopsticks and I
arrangements
just
for many
grab a
years. You're under
bullet
arrest.
from behind me.
Am I? We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the testimony.
You'd be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out. Evidence disappearing.
This place looks awful, by the way.
Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have
Roy,
a
what
crime
happened to your
of this
hat?
kind.
Shut your mouth. Turn around
Like,
and
just
put your
pick
hands
up the
behind your
cabinet.
back.
Working vice can be a thankless task, Phelps. But on behalf of the brass and the
John, I don't know. There might be a better way to do that.
commend you and your partner for smashing this dope ring. Reefer is almost as big a threat to the children of this city as communism.
What
Yeah.
about Sanders, Lieutenant?
I mean,
Leave Sanders
Sure.
to me, Phelps. The chief will be looking after that one personally.
He will be brought to trial.
Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders
How
is no
dare
longer
you.
your problem.
how dare you say that a criminal be brought to justice? God. I'm tired of your shit.
Do my job. Do my job. Do your job. I'm not doing my job.
I mean, that was a pretty big bust. But not really a bust, more so just a fucking
Your
slaughter.
platoon is what remains of recon. I'm folding you into the 22nd.
There's a lot
You'll
of
be going
dead
up
people.
that damn hill
Yeah.
tonight.
We're intelligence gathering, sir.
I don't need intelligence, son. I need men who can hold rifles and kill jabs.
I need wisdom
Tonight,
and
you're a
dex.
rifle company. We've got cooks.
I need
mechanics, and stretcher
himbos
bearers all
ready
going
to
into
come,
line.
sir.
We aim to break them tonight, Lieutenant.
Baka?
We went completely different directions with that one.
Good to see you, Hank.
You too, Cole. How's your war?
Not quite what I expected.
As long
Roy,
as I
is
live,
that you?
I will never get over that sound.
Hey, who's that medic?
Cole, you're
Don't be
on
killed
my
going out there.
legs.
It's Sheldon, the guy from the Osakawa Bridge. That guy's got no fear.
Honestly, you should just have the cocaine ready. What did he?
He didn't make it.
I didn't go out there to save him.
What are you saying, man?
I went out there to put him out of his misery, to ease his pain. Do you have a problem with that?
Murder, Corman.
That's war, Lieutenant. Smell the stench. Feel the horse's breath on your neck.
You need help, man.
Call for me tonight, Lieutenant, when you're up on that hill. I've been up there 3 times already. The circles of hell have nothing on Sugarloaf Hill.
Get this madman out of my sight!
I mean, there's definitely arguments to be made, giving away position and shit like that, but like, yeah, it probably wasn't great.
It is really funny to me that it took until World War II for people to be like, wait, people might be really good at guns from far away. I shouldn't wear a special hat that shows you who to kill.
What do you mean they'll just shoot at the commander? That's not allowed.
I do love that that was immediately preceded by the military era of really big, elaborate parade hats.
Yeah.
It's strictly
Someone's
a
hat
game.
was too tall.
You'll
They
like
got
this
hot.
fight,
They
though.
got shot.
A
And
plucky
went,
legend
oh
is
shit!
about
Oh
to
shit!
Take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat.
You know, sometimes boxing just really looks like they're giving each other a little tap. And there's no real, like, strength behind it. But that's mostly just video game boxing. Because it's just arms in the animation. Although I think they did some mocap for this. This looks way better animated than I would expect.
They're so period accurate, oiled.
Yeah. Someone just threw a fucking chair at him?
That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step
So this
back.
is going well.
LAPD. What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you were out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people.
Stand aside.
Wait, it was a guarantee. He was supposed to take
He
the
squeezed
fall.
out the window.
All 100 people were in on it.
Why would he do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find.
Ooh, clean towels for 5 cents.
Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
His boot.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I. Plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
I thought those slashes were ones. This goes to show how bad my ones are. Nice tape.
Reminds me of the fateful day I decided to put a line through my sevens.
Oh, damn.
I thought a 7 was a 1.
Yep.
I learned.
Yep. Ooh, newspaper.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help,
There's
Court?
no one around
Is
for
it
me to
mud?
kill.
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have
Hey,
your
boy.
professional
Welcome,
confidence?
welcome.
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
And also play gang.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something.
I was
and it's
Bobo
gone
Bay.
wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons. For short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine.
Reefer Madness was pretty solid.
That was us.
It was a good bust.
I thought I could get the guys
Many
a fair
slurs were
share.
said by Roy. We mostly
Some
just
sort of
ignore that
benefit
now.
for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure.
Listen, Phelps, these Mexicans,
aren't always
I
the
swear,
way.
these Mexicanos,
Tell me about
these Mexicans, I swear to God.
We shifted our stuff onto this mob.
After a while, it just starts going off the rail and, like, just starts referring to them as Spanish after a while.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor.
Sounds like Roy. Yeah, it definitely
But people
sounds
are
like Roy.
dying.
He gets so deep in the
Might I
slur
venture
barrel,
a
he
few
accidentally is
questions?
respectful.
Sure.
He's like,
Do your
listen, you
underworld
Mexicano and
contacts
former
have
Mayan
all the
peoples.
morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could
Just genuinely just starts, like,
Are they pressing you for further
Just
allocation?
starts like just being super respectful for him. I fucking love that idea. Just goes full bore. It's like the accidental allies, where they think they're disrespecting a person's pronouns.
That will help you financially, and
they're pulling out lines like, "I don't care if you're a trans female, you'll always be a woman." It's like, yay!
That it will all be medically administered.
Yay!
I do love when people do that stuff and they forget to spell check because they're so mad. Because especially when it comes to trans discourse, it's so easy to swap the wrong pronoun.
It
really
is. In question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most.
I also have not been paying attention.
With your approval.
Morphine.
Ah. Okay. Also, Will, did you ever play the Chow Garden game in Sonic Adventure 2?
Nah, I never got that deep in.
Okay.
I've seen other people play it. I've been around. I just never... I feel like that's something you do when you pick up the game and play with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I never played it either, but Poi was playing Bobo Bay, which is like... The developers just straight up say, we wanted to make Chow Garden.
I wanted gaming so bad, and I kept pushing and pushing and going, no, can we please just a Game Boy? My friend has a Game Boy. Everyone has a Game Boy. Please. Maybe even a GameCube. I understand. No, there's a rating system. They even tell you if this isn't please.
Yeah.
And then the agreement was, okay, when you're 12.
Oh, that's no fun.
So when I was 12, I got a Game Boy Advance SP.
Nice.
And my younger sister, who was 9, got a Game Boy Advance SP.
Well, because you broke it, therefore they had
You better
to.
find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take
But in
the
fairness,
flop.
you got a great console. The Advance SP was fucking sick.
Oh, it was good. But what are the rules?
You out of pocket too?
Mickey, seems that way.
There are
Don't
no
worry
rules.
about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call
Hey!
him off. This is a police matter.
That's the
now.
same actor from
If
the first
anything happens
mission.
to him, and I'll testify that you made
Yeah,
threats
he's Mickey
against him.
Cohen.
Hey!
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps?
He's a real life bad.
Mickey
A
Cohen.
real life
I know who he
bad.
is, Roy. I met his brother-in-law.
All right. That's a fun way to reuse the actor. Except it's an in-law that looks the exact same.
Back there.
It's a little bit weird. Yeah, your parents somehow knew enough to know that the SP was better than the Advance. Okay. Or was the same as the Advance, but just better. That's fair. My parents did not. And they were like, hey, this thing seems cool. And so I got both. I had the Advance and the Advance SP. Primarily because my sister and I basically kept trading. Like, my sister would upgrade the console, and then I would upgrade the console, and then it would just keep going that way.
You could trade Pokemon with each other.
No, we didn't have a link cable.
Ah!
I had every single version of the original Game Boy that came out in North America. I had blue, red, and yellow, and no link cable to trade them. So we just never did. I genuinely didn't know that you could trade Pokemon until years later.
It's kind of wild that back then they had such intricate nonsense for getting special evolutions. Like, that makes sense for modern gaming, but back then it was just ridiculous.
Yeah, really was. Yeah, we were the perfect link cable candidates. It would have been great. Would have caused my sister and I to fight a lot less.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot less confusion around
batch 1247.
my friends and I. Because I remember trading
I need an address.
I remember
for the
trading
phone number.
save
8L345.
cartridges with my buddy so that I could use his Pokemon for a little bit. And then he had mine for a little bit, so we could experience the other generation. Like, I had silver, they had gold, and we traded for a little while, just to experience the other side.
Man, there used to be the wildest fucking urban legends about Pokemon, just because some kid on the block would be like, "Oh yeah, if you hold B, you catch them faster." And to this day, if I ever play a Pokemon game, I hold B, even though it has never done it.
It's never done it. You traded memory cards with an Animal Crossing friend? Well, that makes sense. No.
I spent 4 generations of Pokemon game keeping a level 100 Charizard called Fireball that I had from like my first Pokemon game.
Alright, fine.
He's since gone on his own Poke adventure as I lost track of the games or lost track of the saves.
You know the place?
Yeah.
Flophouse.
Yeah,
Quarter
you do what you do.
Questions asked. You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with calling and stomping
didn't
out.
have like level 100 Charizard.
Do
I
I
just
note a hint of reprimanding
genuinely
the tone detective?
continuously restarted games.
Talking
when
to
I was a
gangsters
kid.
comes with the turf.
No
You
games
should
were
try
safe
out
for me
Mickey's
just
place.
starting
Got a
again.
haberdashers up on Sunset.
I have
My
the
first,
first level
man's
of
clothes you slink around
Banjo-Kazooie
in.
completely memorized,
It's
and
a front
none of
for
the
his
rest of
illegal
it.
activities. It is that.
Yeah, my
but he
first
does
Pokemon
carry some
game
very sharp
was-
suits.
You know how occasionally you meet
it's
a
okay
friend
with you, I'll
who's
stick
really
with
rich
Brooks Brothers.
in like elementary school and it doesn't quite make sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy went over to my house and he left his Game Boy behind.
Oh.
And I was a little bit jealous. So
Yeah.
I just chose not to say anything and I heard nothing for weeks. So I was like, okay, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
And so I like overwrote the save and played it for a while. And I never got shit for it. As far as I know, he had multiple Game Boys with multiple Pokemon games on it.
That's such bullshit.
But I didn't understand the gimmick. So my main Pokemon was a Pidgey, which actually is a really good strat.
You know what? Pidgey is pretty solid. Pidgey's pretty solid. Pidgey will cover you through a lot of the game. First Pokemon game you had for was Platinum. You had a job and you bought the game for yourself? That's amazing.
Legend.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I was out there promising to get A's on my grade 8 report card.
Yeah. Yeah. I never actually had to do that. I didn't ask
that
for
was-
much as a kid, though. So my parents were pretty much just like, here is a thing. You continuously perform, like, elementary school, high school, straight A student. Like, never got into trouble for shit, did well in sports. And my parents were just like, here's a thing? Because you've gone, like, several months without
We're
asking
making
for
inquiries
shit.
into the whereabouts of an Albert
I'll be right
Hammond.
back.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
I see. This is a place for cosplayers. Interesting. Where is the Hatsune Miku I've heard so much about?
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Yeah, they were the perfect gift for me as well because I lived out in the middle of nowhere. And my parents didn't always want to drive into town, but they also didn't want me riding my bike into town because there were no sidewalks or any like soft shoulders or anything. Like it was awful to ride your bike there. Multiple of my neighbors got hit riding their bike there. And so my parents weren't really comfortable with that. And they didn't want to drive me in all the time. So they were basically just like, here is a game, you can play single player, and I would put hours into it.
Like a decent guy.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Something's gonna... I'm free Pokard. Winston Churchill, Clark Gable.
Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
Oh, true. That is an English person.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Of course, the British person would be Winston Churchill. You can't play any GameCube Mario Party game with other people because you played them so much. Oh god.
You're kidding. I could save all year and not be
Simpsons
able to
Road Rage. The Simpsons Road Rage is a game that I had as a kid
Two peanuts are walking down the
that
street.
I put so many hours to. That is my multiplayer game that I know way too much about, right? Like, you're supposed to drive around and do all of that stuff, and I would just be like, stole your people, like, stole your passenger, drove to the location faster than another person, dropped them off, left around. Like, I would do it so much faster because I had spent so many hours playing it.
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a
Video
broad up
game
here.
bullying ass.
We had a... That's the only game I bully in, alright? That is the only game I will openly admit that I bully in that game. And the reason why I do it is because all of my friends had Call of Duty and Halo growing up, and I didn't have either of those games. And every single time I went over to their house, I would just consistently get bullied. And so that was the one game that I could fight back in. Because they didn't have it, because the game honestly kind of sucked.
You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son
You know,
of a
it's
bitch.
one of those things that I never put two and two together, right? Because like, my mom's from Quebec. She's from like a rural family, and moved over to Ontario. Lives a different kind of life now, very suburban. And she never wanted me to have games with guns in them.
Yeah.
And it was only years later that I was like, wait a minute.
I guess
You were in the military. Like you had more of a civilian-ish, like you helped with the like the guard station at the edge of the base kind of thing. But you were in the military. You're telling me to I'm getting creamed day and night with and there was a point where I realized if I had either Halo or COD, it would stop, but I would never get either. And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
My dad's in the fucking other room watching CNN on full volume 24/7. I'm watching people get real life blown up. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Instaheat.
Hey, Parnell.
Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
My mom was also very much anti-gun, which doesn't have the same excuse. Just very much not a fan of it.
Andy has expensive taste.
And
Albert has
so,
his work cut out for
one year, I really wanted to go as the cowboy when I was like
Edwards,
3 or 4
lady who fell
for
off this
Halloween. So I was a cowboy with empty holsters. I was like, no! I bring it up constantly. Your experience with Road Rage was your little cousin resetting the game whenever you were winning? That sounds about right. Oh, you weren't allowed to play shooting games that, like, especially the ones with guns in the arcade? See, that was the only ones that my mom would actually, like, let me play. That, and I had, Army Men. Do you know the Army Men games, Will? Where you play as the little Army Men, running around shooting other Army Men in like very kid-centric.
Way later than you would normally receive them. I like secondhand from a big box of like someone else's toys they didn't want.
Nice.
There was like a couple of Army Men, and I was like, oh my god, this is what everyone's been playing with this whole time.
Yeah, and they had they made an entire video game about it. You didn't want you didn't really care about most shooting games, but it made you want to play the laser gun games even more. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, man.
I don't know why, but I instinctively want to call them Army Mans instead of Army Men.
You know what? That also feels accurate. That
like,
feels
they don't feel like
acceptable.
men.
Yeah.
Men feels too dignified. They're mans.
Another window exit.
Fair enough.
Must have just missed him.
I wonder if the laser place is still open in London. Like, did it survive the pandemic?
I don't think it did.
Yeah, that's sad. So
That
many
place
places.
was rad. It was 3 levels.
I never went. I was never allowed to go. By which I mean, I never had like a group of people to go to laser tag with.
All right, we gotta
He's good looking for a police.
we gotta go fucking do some laser tag. Maybe some. I'm trying to convince people to go out for like go-karts
Ooh.
because it's low pressure enough that I can try to teach people how to drift.
I fucking love go-karts. That's great.
My buddy brought me to this place in Cambridge that's like, it's not go-karts and all this other stuff in like a vague little park. Like it's just a go-kart place. That was dope.
That is pretty sick.
They had like good track.
You're too scared to try paintball? You don't want to get hurt? Paintball doesn't hurt. Just don't go in winter. Here's the thing you gotta know about paintball. I have done it in summer, I have done it in winter. One, you wear clothes that you don't care about because they will get covered in paint. That is just the nature of it. But also two, the only way to really get hurt in paintball is one, wear loose fitting clothing, like show a lot of skin, because if it hits directly on your skin, it's gonna hurt. But also in wintertime, the balls just freeze up.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of sucks.
I'm torn on which one to say because like I've been hit in paintball and it's one of those things where it's like, look, is it gonna hurt? Yes. Are you going to forget about how it felt in 5 seconds? Yes.
Yeah, like most of the time in paintball, when you get shot in paintball, you start to question if you were actually shot.
Yeah, like that's why they have the paint, is because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if it was any weaker, it would be unmanageable to shoot, like Nerf.
Yeah.
Like, now airsoft hurts, but even then
yeah.
it doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, airsoft hurts. Yeah, nobody wants frozen balls. That's just a bad time all around.
I was surprised when I got my tattoo because it's like I knew that there are some places that hurt bad and some places that are fine, and then like near the end of it when they were going right into the inside of my elbow, it's like, okay, and this is one of the really painful places, right? They're like, yeah. And it's like, okay. No, it is more painful than the rest, but it's like,
hey, Travis.
fine?
Yeah, I don't. I worry so much about tattoos being like painful for me, but it probably wouldn't be that bad. I don't think it would be that bad for me.
I mean,
I'm
they
doing
used to be
good,
an
Travis.
unusual thing.
Happy Thursday. How you doing, man?
Travis detected?
Travis has detected?
Do you have any tattoos?
That's a lot of fucking money. Holy shit. Yeah, tattoos definitely depend a lot on where you get them. I've heard that. I've also... The main reason why I've never gotten a tattoo is because there's nothing I could possibly think of actually getting on my skin.
That is a good reason. Don't get a tattoo. Right?
Yeah, like there is nothing that no design, nothing has ever popped in my head that I went, oh, that would be sick.
See, I get to be all uppity about my tattoo because I can be like, yeah, I spent like 5 years very, very slowly developing the idea until I was absolutely sure, and then I shopped for an artist that I felt reflected the style, and we did it slowly over time.
Yeah.
To reflect on it as a build, and now I'm very happy with the long-term result.
Yeah, honestly, that makes sense. That tracks. Do you know anything?
Walking down the street.
What am I missing here, Will? Oh, and my model's looking awesome. Thank you. I put minimal effort into it. It is a 3D model. I can do many things. I can actually make my face go.
I'm still at soup.
You're still at soup? Okay. You're gonna update from soup.
Okay. We were hotel.
Mhm.
El Mar.
Mhm.
Or doped up.
Did you find the telegram?
I did. Yes. Is saying that he did good.
Stub.
Did I find the what?
The ticket stub?
Ticket stub, yep, right there.
Did you find the magazine coupon?
Yep, the magazine right here.
You found the payouts. Yeah, there you go.
Boop. Commission from someone? No, I made this myself. I'm not very good at it, but there's some good 3D programs that you can use to help you out. I can't remember it off the top of my head. This one, the Mass Effect Omni tool is modeled myself based off of a different model I found online. I had to simplify it and also break it up so that it could track properly. But yeah, thank you. Put a lot of work into this, and I have a lot of work into an additional model that I will soon be probably doing another thing for. Can I question you? No. Okay. Yeah, new model reveal when I eventually get all of the assets done for it. Because I am lazy and don't work fast.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Do a sub goal? If one of you subs, if two of you subs.
Yeah, if two of you sub, maybe I do the reveal.
Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching
You
bag
also
for
made a
the
model
up-and-comers.
recently? Oh, maybe I'll look into it. I'll look at it afterwards.
I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
I don't know why
punchy, his brain's going
saying
to mush.
that I
Winston
didn't find
Churchill?
everything.
Give me a break.
It's fine.
Churchill is a fighter.
You have to come back later.
Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
What do you have in your
So,
evidence
inbox
log?
in the Marines?
We all did. Good question.
Standard training. I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
I don't actually have Twitter. I'm weird. I'm thinking of getting something. Probably not Twitter. Maybe Blue Sky. I do have a Discord. The Discord should be down in the description. Oh,
Yeah, you've got everything.
Actually, wait. Do I have the command for it?
One of these days we should start doing that tabletop stream again.
Oh, I'd be so down for tabletop stream.
Just gotta get the right people, because it's not the same as like a group of people who want to play tabletop.
Yeah, it's a group of people who want to put on a tabletop show.
Very different.
Yeah, there's a couple of things, like, I still have in my head the exact plot that I was going to run for that one Power Ranger one-shot I was going to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I still want to do it. I still want to do the Power Ranger one-shot. just need to get the energy for it.
It feels like anytime you're watching, like, a YouTube video on, like, car maintenance where they're like, simply remove the outer manifold, and you're like, oh, fuck, how do we remove the outer manifold?
Yeah.
Simply get 4 people for a game. Ah, fuck.
Okay, so was this all the clues?
Yep, you got them.
Okay.
I don't know.
Weird. Maybe we come back later.
Maybe. The game is designed for us to limp along if we make a couple fuck-ups, so...
Yeah. One fucky-wucky is not going to be the end of the world.
It was nice doing the prep games, because, you know, I keep things in pockets so that we can be efficient as a stream and get through the content.
Yeah.
When you're on your own, you can, like, totally beef the fuck out of a case and have to replay it. And I don't know what's worse, beefing it and having to replay it so you get the good score, or limping through and being like, 2 stars, 11 of 16 questions.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
See the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation?
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Oh, man.
Apartment 7.
But yeah,
Take the
we'll
outside stairs by
definitely
the parking
have
lot and
to
turn left
talk
at the
about
top.
getting those streams back up.
You
'cause
friends
those
with the
were fun.
Italian guy?
Italian guy?
We'll ponder.
Yeah.
We'll ponder.
Sleazy
ponder.
type. Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Yeah, I'll check it once the stream's done.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
The only reason I don't check now is because I can't tab out of this game without breaking everything.
Where's Babe Ruth?
Oh, yeah.
It is a fragile setup.
When I test ran it, it would be malformed, windowed, and I would have to go into the display options and arbitrarily select an option to change and apply before changing it back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's an outside staircase.
There's an outside staircase. Okay. I've been walking around the side being like, where the fuck is the staircase? Where the fuck is the staircase?
Where is the staircase? What the fuck?
God damn it! Where the fuck is your stairs? Wait. Maybe we make our own stairs. No, damn it. These are the stairs we make of them?
Yeah, hold on, what? Okay, maybe we just sweep.
Eh. Let me in! Let me in! Okay, are you sure that that's this place and not the previous place at Elmar?
No, I think she just said it now.
Okay. Right, because these...
Outside and to the left up the stairs.
Outside and to the left of the stairs. Like...
Oh, is it disconnected? Is it
Oh! Yeah, maybe. Oh, hey bud. Probably should have just followed you. We were lost.
Sounds like we're missing
Super
all the
fucking
fun.
lost.
Get in there, Phelps.
You know where he's hiding. Now tell me where he is before I...
Roy Earl waiting for you to show up, just listening to domestic violence.
Like hitting women.
Like, nostalgia.
This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Yeah. 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 Oh, no!
Just muffled, you hear like, you made me hit you. He's like, reminds me of my first wife.
Didn't go well. That's more of like a rusty conversation.
Like hitting women, dude. This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
This is very much a different fight than last time.
Yeah.
I always forget that you have to hold down fight mode.
Out cold, but
To
breathing.
be fair, that is
Give her a minute.
kind of
Take a
how it
look around.
goes. You gotta keep the dukes up. If they go down, you get deked.
Yeah.
So you gotta counter deke with dukes.
Yep. And then
PC.
once your dukes are deked, then you got a deck. Once you've
It remains wild to me that I got into scraps growing up, because, like, in hindsight, all of them were stupid.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing, though. I was an angry child.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them
I
all
had
being
that
bookmates?
dangerous combo, being willing to hit back, but also highly bullyable.
Yeah. Yeah, I was also that dangerous combo.
See, here's my plan. The bully's gonna hit me. I'm gonna hit him back. And that way, they're gonna switch to emotional abuse for 4 years.
Nasty weapon.
Oh, see, mine
the
didn't.
Italians
Mine just
carry them.
continued to
A
hit.
real man
Because I
uses
could
his
hit back,
finger, a
but I
gun.
wasn't winning the fight. And that really ended up being a key component of it.
She's leaving town.
You don't want to check her purse? Or anything like that? Alright.
I once had a guy at a college party fucking do the fucking wanna go shit, which is like... That always was funny to me. You stick your chest directly in front of in front of the person, put your arms really far away. And it's
Yeah.
like, this is an anti-stance.
Yeah. You're
Your
really
feet are
not
really
doing much
forward.
here.
I had someone do that, and I was pissed off, and I was like, alright, if you have a problem, let's settle the problem. I'm done with this shit.
Scania
And I
sails
went
from
into
New
a
York.
stance, and he tried to laugh, being like, what is that? And it's like, what
do you mean? I'm gonna fuck... You're fucking posturing saying you want to fight.
Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some
Actually
questions
get
for you
into
to
a stance
answer.
to fight, and now you're like, what the fuck?
Anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Don't worry, he's not dead.
Now, Miss Edwards?
It wouldn't let me shoot him.
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
Where is
We're
him?
trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
I'm over
You're
Albert.
lying,
I haven't
Candy.
seen
You
him
were in his
recently. I
hotel
have
room.
not.
He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
I didn't fill out my personal details anywhere.
Huh.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the
I
fight?
mean, with his
Yes,
pride,
I
he'd
did.
probably be able
What's
to
the
buy
problem?
blankets.
I didn't take anything.
I love these parts of LA Noir where it's like, I think you received purchase order 1089. And the person's like, you can't prove I
You
received
can't
purchase order
prove anything.
1089. What do you think? I signed the order? And you go to
It's
evidence
Harry,
and it's like,
Mervyn, or
signed
Ray.
purchase order
Mean anything
1089.
to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Okay, sorry. What was that? Harry Marvin Ray, right.
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
They were in a book.
Yeah, but nothing that links to her, so I'm inclined
Don't
to
ask,
just
you never
doubt.
find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna doubt this one.
Give
Ah,
up these
damn
men,
it.
Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
It's a
What?
flawed game.
Charges against me?
Sometimes you gotta have the
Albert. Now he
intuition, pick
skips
the
out
right
and I have to
clue
take
with
beatings
information
from
that
as
you may or
well?
may not have, and other times it's just like,
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Uh-huh.
You're lying to me. Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. But you know where he is. Let me help him, Candy.
Do all you got off your mouth? Prove I know where he is.
Doggo.
hey now. Hey.
Hey, Bobby.
Walter.
Oh. Bobby. Puppy is barking. Alright, so let's see. We have the bus ticket to Ohio that was found in here. Postcard of Canard Ascana. I'm not sure any of this is specifically a clue.
You gonna stand around here all day? A girl's got things to do.
Yeah, why would they go to Ohio? No one, I don't understand that. Taking a Greyhound all the way to Ohio, one way no less.
Sorry, I had to respond to a Bork alert.
Yeah, there was a big Bork alert going off. I heard that, yeah. I am genuinely torn on this one, Will. I don't know what to say for this one. We're trying to find, you know, Albert and everything. I said lie, but the lie was specifically like prove I know where he is. And all we really have is like the bus ticket and the like postcard thing. Unless it's
Pusher.
Pusher? Okay. Well, that's not the exit the conversation. Yeah, if you're choosing to go to Ohio, you know you're fucked.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances.
2 seconds to dog.
I got a few errands to run.
Okay. Pen to dog.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Jesus Christ, Roy.
Good luck, Miss Edwards.
Roy.
I hope things work out for you.
No.
It's very kind of you to say so.
Bad people are looking
He
at
only
her
gives a
candy,
shit
and
about
she's
his
not
money.
heading straight for the train station.
Yeah,
I
Roy,
smell a
please.
payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
We say this right outside her door where she can definitely hear us.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
I have to be subtle again. Yeah, this is super sneaky. I'm reading the funny pages. How do I leave? There we go. Can't see me.
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
All our jobs are going to be done by robots. Just you wait. Do-do. Can't see me. Do-do. Do-do. Oh, fuck! Yeah, don't mind me.
There we go. Now it resets to where I can come back in. There we go. Man, these mechanics are so bad. And if we do play GTA 4, they don't get better.
I don't expect them to.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
I keep forgetting that like dogs hate it when you're on Twitch chat or Discord or streaming because it's like
they're vocalizing.
You're talking to the box. You're not talking to me.
What?
You talk to me, I'll do something. That box isn't doing anything. What are you doing?
Yeah. Poise cat hates it too. Jesus. Words are hard sometimes.
Anytime I'm dog sitting or cat sitting, they hate controllers.
Oh god, yeah. Too many click clacks.
Yeah, they're like, no, I know the routine. You look at the box, and then pet me with your free hand. Maybe you have snacks with the other hand. Maybe I have some. Who's to say? But I will not stand for this both hands bullshit.
Right?
Parents' dog Fergus is really good for that, though. He's, now that he's a bit older, he has mobility issues. And it freaked my parents out, because, like, he got them really early. But, like, he's always been a loaf. And he's one of those people where it's like, oh, it's been 15 seconds since you've, like, decided to pet me with your hand. I'm just gonna...
What?
I'm just gonna fully hit the ground and cover both of your feet. That way you can't escape without somehow petting me.
Yeah, exactly. I am going to do the full body cover. Oh god, we used to have
Tail this
we used to have
Don't let her
twin
get away,
boxers
but don't get spotted.
that
I'll
were
bring up the car
honestly the
behind you.
funniest dogs I've ever had. Because their idea of being lap dogs was to climb on your face. And they're boxers, right? They're not huge borf dogs, but they're not tiny either. They have some weight to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were so good. They were the best.
The thing is, boxers are dense dogs.
Yeah.
Like pit bulls, they're dense.
Yeah.
So it's like they can be a physically smaller dog than you think while being also physically a way bigger dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fergus has small bones and he's a big boy, you know? He's all heft, no poke.
Yeah.
Alright, it's raw distance, not line of sight.
Oh.
Line of sight is critical. But there's also moments where they turn around and then they'll auto-detect based on distance.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta hop the fence now, I think.
Yeah. Oh, now you don't do it. Sure, I tap cover in the middle of a gunfight and you just decide, hey, I'm gonna get up and everything's fine.
Ooh, get your shoes shined.
My shoe shine?
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
She's leaving.
Cool, there you go.
No, don't leave.
Ben, can't risk losing the trail.
Don't leave. That poor shoe shine guy is definitely super confused. Subtlety.
I'm sure that in the 40s you just get used to like, oh, there's a hat guy. I bet there's gonna be another hat guy after that hat guy.
Yeah. Oh, look, another hat guy. This one brought a newspaper. This is a long distance to follow. I take cover behind this and just like get on my hands. Oh right, she's probably still moving. That was last sight.
I love this game's version of stealth where it's like, alright, move really conspicuously but far away.
Yeah, it's fine. You're not in their line of sight. Forget the fact that you're holding up traffic.
That's one thing that I love modern games for, is their stealth will actually be like, okay, but can their character see your character? And
Yeah.
suddenly I started passing stealth.
Yeah. Or even just like, okay, but like, are you doing sus shit in and around them? Like, have you caused a public disturbance?
Listen, the games don't have shit, alright? You don't know my stealth skills. I was laid strategically over 3 pulled-in dining chairs that I pulled in from inside the table when I discovered Santa Claus wasn't real, which I had hypothesized. Not many will say this, but I hypothesized.
Yeah, 100%. We've all done our fair share of sneaky shit.
Do you ever see like a mid to acceptable meme and you want to be like, haha, nice meme, and then on top of it it's captioned like, not many will understand your meme, and you're like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't need you telling me that not many will understand this photo.
It's a photo of Charmander. Lots of people will understand Charmander. Stealth. To be fair, you need an IQ of 200 to understand most of your memes. Oh yeah, big IQ, big IQ.
I love the idea of somebody calling something a fireproof warehouse in this fucking day and age, in the state of the game, where it's like, listen, nothing was fireproof, nothing was even fire retardant.
Yeah, like at best, you just had sturdy material. That's really all you had.
Bookmakers?
I was
Surprise,
horrified
surprise.
with our the movie theater I worked at. They were basically like, all right, so the inner and outer doors are both rated for 5 hours of fire containment, and there's 10 hours of total oxygen within the vestibule. And what they told us, which
There's an oxygen.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600.
How did she know?
She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
Okay.
Yeah, working at that
What are you
movie
doing?
theater, our guidance was
No
if anybody is in there in like a motorized wheelchair or in need of assistance, you store them in the vestibule and get everyone else out because they're able to get out faster. And like soberly, I'm like, okay, I kinda, if it's raw numbers and this is like airproof, but also they did kind of just say, hey, you see anyone in a wheelchair, you put them in this hole instead of getting them out of the building.
Yeah, that's big.
And realistically, I imagine it being like, okay, you do that. Option A, the fire progresses extremely quickly and it ends up mattering for those few seconds. Option B, you do all that. About 30 seconds pass. The fire hasn't really kicked on yet. You awkwardly go in and get people out. Like,
yeah.
The whole thing is, they say like, oh, don't go into a burning building. But what happens if like the fire alarm goes off and nothing's on fire and you're like, I'm gonna check on Greg real quick.
I'm just gonna make sure that he's good.
Oh, I just realized something. He put the top up for going undercover.
I want to drive the bus. I want to drive the bus. Damn it.
We definitely need a palate cleanser between this and like we're playing GTA 4, right?
Oh yeah.
GTA 4 will let you drive some shit.
Come on, Roy. I don't understand why you never wait for me to pick a car before getting in. God. Nope.
Maybe he wants to listen to the radio while you peruse.
It's true. Just a quick song while he peruses. You ran into that lady.
The winnings.
Jesus.
Smart play.
Recently at work, we've been
Question
in a
is,
position where the
Candy
job
collecting
is
on Albert's
look out for
behalf, or
cast
is she cheating him
customers
too?
while we minimize spending and offload inventory. And it's like, okay. And some days you spend half your day loading people.
Yeah.
Other days you spend the entire day quietly listening to a podcast on your phone battery and then starting your car to charge up your phone again and then listening to the podcast again in the seat of your car because it's comfier than anything out there.
Yeah.
And then you wake up and it's 4 p.m. and you've done little mini naps through the day and your sleep schedule is destroyed.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's always fun. Reminds you of the Titanic, where people evacuate slowly because they believe they had lots of time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently the other thing is like with Titanic, they were like, women and children first, women and children first. And so you ended up with just all these men who like wouldn't believe that they had evacuated all the women and children. But also they evacuated using those rules class by class. So there were people in first class who would wait for the women and children from second class. And then people in second class who would wait for the women and children from third class.
Right.
And by the time they got to third class, there's a whole bunch of men from like second, first, and third class just on the ship, not taking up the lifeboats, being like, okay, where is everyone? And then there's some awkward engineer being like, Actually, we just sealed the compartment because we thought we'd buy you like an hour or so of unloading, and it's like, oh, we've been standing here for 2 hours.
Jesus. Well done, everybody. But
there's like a weird fascination with the Titanic, and it's also right when they got radio and telegrams, so like there's a weird amount of info.
Yeah.
And there's some weird shit they did.
Yeah. But that reminds me of my first year residence.
Mm-hmm.
There was a person in my residence who became a serial fire alarm puller. Not arsonist or anything like that. He would just pull the fire alarm every single Friday night at 2 a.m. Like clockwork. Every single time. Every single week. It got to the point where we got called, we had it happen so much, one semester broke an entire year's worth of fire alarms, like, happening.
So you're a married man.
And it got to the point where one of the
waitress.
What's the word? One of the dons, one of the RAs.
RA.
Yeah, they were writing their thesis on him. They were a criminal psychologist writing their thesis on this person and doing a criminal profile on this individual.
You know, I know there's something wrong with me when I hear that, and I'm like, okay, come on. But then I think of the Soggy Waffle Stomper, and I'm like, no, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy you write a paper on.
Yeah. I was in that residence.
Did they ever catch him?
The fire alarm puller, yes. A waffle stomper, I am unsure.
Waffle Stomper at large.
And I will not explain what the waffle stomper is because it's fucking gross.
If you know what waffle stomping is, you know what the Soggy Waffle Stomper did in a group shower.
In a group shower. Shared by the entire floor.
Now, if you're sitting here looking at us going, what is waffle stomping? I will turn around to you and say, you know, it's never too late to learn some research skills. Google waffle stomping. It'll be the first result.
Or don't. Or don't. Or
nah, Google it.
Or just don't. Or just don't. You could just not.
You ever be looking through your parents' like utensil cabinet? But like the secondary and tertiary one, and you find that thing and you forget what it is until you remember it's a mashed potato masher.
Yeah.
I'm just about to close.
Yeah.
End of sentence.
End of sentence.
4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did you leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Call the
That's
cab.
got me thinking.
Ask for a number.
When I'm
I
mashing
told her there was a
potatoes,
card
you
over
try
there
to
by the
give it a bit of rotation so you cut.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think rotation was applied?
No, Will. I do not think rotation was applied.
Oh no, you're right. It was. They savored that experience.
I'm just so glad I wasn't on that floor.
You were close enough.
I was close enough. I was in the sphere of influence.
Waffle Stomper survivor.
I was in the sphere of influence.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
I was lucky enough that I was on the floor where we never had parties on our floor. Everyone else went to other floors and wrecked the other floors rather than wrecking our floor. It was great. A streamer you watch constantly pitches the poop shower as a thing that should exist. I can understand the functionality of a poop shower.
Wait, are we showering with, or is this a post?
I imagine it would be showering with, so you basically just have like an active bidet system going.
Oh no, I mean, are we showering with the poo?
Oh, I imagine the poo at no point has contact with any part of our body other than our ass.
Okay, because yeah, that's a bidet.
Yeah. His reasoning is that it sucks to be in the shower and to feel like you have to poop. Yes, that makes sense. The only major thing I would be worrying about for that is any sort of feel of like porcelain on your behind. Oh, it's just a shower with a much bigger hole. Well, that's where you get into waffle stomp territory. Like Like, imagine you grew up with a poop shower, and then all of a sudden you go to your friend's house and they no longer, like, they don't have a poop shower.
See, maybe I lived a privileged upbringing, but in my experience, the locked room you are showering and bathing in, which is locked, contains a toilet right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have an uncomfortable, drippy, entirely naked turd.
She left in a cab.
You take a dump.
Yellow cab. We need to get after
Maybe
her.
you go with the toilet paper anyways.
Maybe.
You know.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, it never hurts.
It never
hurts.
hurts.
If you don't want to quadruple check because you're going to be in the water and water's better for that, which is why people use bidets.
Yeah.
But
it
like,
never fucking hurts.
Operator, give me R&I.
You do want to once check.
Putting you through now.
Yeah, this is a situation that he's never had to think about.
Can you connect me to the
Yeah,
yellow
imagine
cab
you're
Hollywood
10 years old,
2187.
you've grown up with a poop shower, all of a sudden you visit your friend's house and there is no poop shower and you've pooped.
Cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Like,
Yes, sir. Send one round from the pool.
like that that is a defining moment of your childhood right there.
I've heard the Canadians going on a vacation to Europe and going, wow, they have this magical machine that's great for cleaning your ass when you shit. I haven't heard the inverse of horrified Europeans going, there's an entire continent, and every time you take a dump, which is frequently because they have spicy, greasy food, it's the worst experience of your life.
Doesn't have much of a sense of humor.
And you have to keep going and going, and then you have to look at it to check.
Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No. Excuse me, sir. I would like to borrow your car. I need to borrow your vehicle.
Out of the car. Police.
So I pay the city all these goddamn taxes and you need to take my car?
Yes, I do. Why? Because it annoys Roy. Right in front of another police officer. That police officer also doesn't like Roy, so perfectly understands it.
Hammond needed to make sure he was getting a bigger
This is a good case for me not having to check our next destination.
Yeah, it's just a lot of going places and tracking a singular woman around. I'd like to point out that I just cut off a police officer in a car that is clearly not a police van or any police vehicle. Just didn't even pull me over.
You made a TikTok thirst trap face out of the side.
Of course.
That's the cab waiting.
Hold on, can you verify?
She's
Guy reaches towards this radio, stops. No, I got the TikTok. That's him.
Yep.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her.
Oh,
Don't lose that cab.
This is why I hate the tailing mechanics. It's like, yes, don't want to get spotted. Stop in the middle of an intersection.
Also, I just realized I'm back in my normal ass car. It would actually be better that I be in a random civilian's car.
Yep.
Can't drive up to there. Nope, gotta stop at the middle of the fucking road.
Then cut off a guy in a red.
Yeah.
Then stop in front of
Hammond
both
is
lanes.
full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
I want Hammond to just be dead.
They get there, it's Richard Hammond from Top Gear.
They get there and it's John Hammond from Jurassic Park. This is how he got his
You're
start.
desperately trying to think of an ad on Hammond to keep the joke going.
It's John Ham. Nope, doesn't work.
I can make a reference from a guy from my old work, none of you know.
Oh, okay. That's great.
I can't say his first name, because you already know his last name.
That bitch
And I
is
can't make
giving
a
me
joke
what
about
I'm
any
owed.
other identity.
That's all I know.
Riveting, truly riveting.
Haha, funny joke where we used
Now
to
would be
work
a bad
together
time
behind
to
the
forget how to
popcorn, and now he
drive.
has a family, and I hope he's doing well. Haha.
Haha, good joke.
Me when I troll my friends by hoping their family as well.
Oh, such a quality troll. Hoping that their life brings them joy and wishing no ill upon them.
Me trolling my friends by heart reacting their pregnancy photos.
Oh no.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Sure, bud. Sure. Oh, I gotta do more tailing. What the fuck is she? Here she is.
Putting on a smug face like, heh, she doesn't know I'm proud of her daughter for entering first grade.
I swear.
Is that one meme of the dude just kind of like chilling in the corner at a party? None of these people know that I'm proud of them for their social interaction and wish them the best of times.
You got a problem, pal? Hear about the woman that stabbed her husband and pushed him out of the car?
What the fuck? Yeah, that's some blood right there.
I think that's supposed to happen when you're further from the bathroom because it sounds really far away when you're there.
Yeah. What the fuck? I was right there.
Hammond got away.
Prank calling someone and being like, "Hi, love you, hope you're doing well, bye." Such a sick prank. Oh my god.
I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a
It's
manhunt
like
for
fucking Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd nowadays would just be like calling up his buddy and be like, "Hey, how's it going? You're doing a good job in your latest film. Hope everything's going well," and just hangs up.
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
Look, with the younger generations, it's easy. You just place the phone call and it's agony. Look, I'm going to be the first to say it. I'm a grown-up. The world entails things of me. I will pick up the phone to make the call.
Mm-hmm.
But god damn it!
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's like a solid minute afterwards of just like.
The thing that's wild to me is that the most standard thing in the world of business is the business phone call. And the worst piece of information management possible is the business phone call. Like, you text someone, written record. You email someone, written record.
Yeah.
There's people calling people to place orders, and it's like, okay, did you write it down? Did you have a little tape recorder hooked up to your phone?
Yeah, like, do you have any paper trail here going on? Oh yeah, if ever I'm calling someplace, I then, like, if it's someone calling me, I have to have a cooldown period afterwards. If I'm calling someone, I need to have a hype up period and a cooldown period.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, like, fully get it going.
Yeah, if you ever call me and it rings once, please understand I probably saw it, and I need a ring first.
So
Yeah.
what now?
100%.
Go on.
For me, if ever it rings more than once, please understand that I am probably in the middle of like a Discord call and I have to mute myself to make sure that no possible audio ever escapes.
I'm trying to think of like the few times I've ever called you, and it's only been like, I'm locked outside your house, or I am supposed to be at your house, I don't know where I am, or I literally just got locked out of my house 2 hours before a medical appointment. Can you let me shower real quick and maybe sleep?
Yeah.
None of those, like, that's the thing that people need to understand. With the scarcity of the phone call, it's like, it's not that I'm that scared of the telephone and having to say hi. Like, I am. But, like, it's also, like, the legitimate reasons people have for contacting me aren't good.
Yeah, like the legitimate reasons that people contact me are like over the phone. They're either completely unimportant or dire.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the same with like any time I interact with my landlord. It's like, don't get me wrong, I have opinions about landlords and property and yada, but like, name a good reason I'm talking to my landlord.
There probably isn't really one.
Like, the only reason I want to see my landlord is because he needs to fix something that he has not yet fixed.
Yeah.
Like, and even then, that's conflict.
Yeah, I have never called my landlords. I have only ever texted them. There's no other vehicles to steal. Come on, get in. There we go. I will say though, once we get around to GTA, I'm gonna be fucking ready for it.
She didn't deserve that.
Oh yeah.
Poor girl.
I'm gonna be ready
Half
for
the
all the
precinct are
driving.
taking a
I have
vacation this year
fucking
because of her.
relearned my
Wait till
old
we
school
town
driving
updated than that, you
mechanics
decide to screw over and make
over the
money.
course of this
There-
playthrough.
Your apartments have parking spaces in front of you, so you can like save the vehicles you steal.
Nice.
So good.
This seems like a long shot.
Yeah, the only person who calls is like important,
Carl
or
Evan
like
King.
your mom.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB out
bitch.
there.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said
The
real
thing
men
with
use
my
their
parents
fists, not
is
guns.
my parents
Guinea
want to talk
cocksucker.
to me,
You think
and
you
I
got
know
the
that they
money,
want
too?
to talk to me
Come on,
because they
Roy.
frequently tell me
We're
that they
bringing
want
this
to
whole
talk to me.
tragedy to
But
its
they don't want to
conclusion.
bother me. They don't want to bother me with like calling me or anything like that. Like they feel like it's too much of a disturbance, so I have to call them.
I have a really shitty phone that doesn't have voicemail. Don't ask me how. I feel like you have to try to make a phone not have voicemail, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
And because of that, instead of calling and leaving a voicemail or calling and leaving a text, I just get the text that says call me.
I
Which
mean,
is great.
That's a way to
because
do it.
The call me text contains information including, oh, I just had a meeting with this guy. It was nice. I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah.
To like, oh, you're about to have a truck enter this pit in about 10 minutes, and this is the product they need. Or the call will be like,
And you were gonna let
hey,
her?
we just had to put down one of the dogs. And it's like, great. I love getting multiple call me texts a day and not being sure which one it is every time.
It's always so good.
You were washed up, kid. You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere.
Maybe.
It was like the Titanic, too brave to sink.
Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for
I know
yourself.
they're going for
So
something
did it.
noir and
You did it to
artistic,
make a quick
but it very
did it to
much
make a
seems like
quick
this guy didn't want to go for
Blah, blah.
mocap.
I've got the money.
Yeah.
All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Maybe we should put out our lights? Or not. We'll just make ourselves an obvious target. That's fine.
That is something that drives me nuts, where it's like, okay, we've swept the immediate area. We'd better blind ourselves to our peripherals and
Yeah.
low light vision.
You're making a big mistake.
While at the same time painting a nice little target for ourselves. Took him out.
Move, I gotcha. Find some cover. Come on, Cole. Carlos is Hammond too, and find her.
Come on. Poke your head out. Wait, did he go up? He did go up.
Throw out the guns. You're covered, Phelps. Give me some. Where are
Think I got him? I got him? Yeah, sure.
Time to come out now,
That was very fun. They did the animation of him pointing up, reloading, and pointing back down, but they made the flashlight pivot while it was bolted to his chest.
You Scania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
All right, I'll jack off, sir, but can I leave?
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps.
Could have just asked him for the money that, like, how much did you put down? You said you had like 50 on it.
Donnelly and the homicide
Look,
squad.
exactly. There are a lot of people. It would have been easy to be like,
all right, here
look,
is
my partner has money
specifically your
down.
share,
I want you to
boy.
leave town.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Any ideas on that?
Crime of passion, sir. Looks like some sort of love triangle between the manager, the fighter, and his girlfriend.
No sign of the scrapper?
No, sir. Looks like he left town after the fight.
Okay. It's homicide's problem now. Good work,
I
gentlemen.
will say, Will, there is a game that's coming out that looks super cool. Where they tried to go for like, I think it's called Body Cam. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They went for like hyper realistic looking body cam footage kind of thing. And so everything from like sound to like your flashlight, anything that can like give you away is like super cool. Also, holy shit, look at that vehicle damage.
$72.
I did it! I did it!
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I
love the way that we talk about body cams, because there's people being like, oh yeah, you got to keep people accountable. You got to be watching people at all times. Other people who are pro body cam are like,
The coroner thinks
I
the
have
broad was
backup.
whacked using
Someone's
young
watching.
morphine.
You know,
Don't
I have
say
evidence.
Anything,
Yeah.
Roy. Just get over
Meanwhile,
there.
I'm sitting there and it's like, can I have a body cam when I'm doing my minimum wage job? Like,
yeah,
there are genuinely situations I've been in making like, oh fuck, what was it way back when? It was like $7.50 Canadian an hour.
Up to a 45.
What's with that
You're making that
yeah,
much.
that sounds about right.
Start
You're
introducing.
making that
man.
much, and then
Is that
something
the world
happens
that
where
was
you're
my
like,
science
I
teacher, Mr.
genuinely would
Phelps?
like to turn this footage into the
Your interest
cops.
in my
Oh
appearance
man,
is
I would have
very
fucking
limited.
loved to have body
Like
cam
it or
footage
not,
when I worked
we're a
at one Tim
dysfunctional
Hortons
couple now.
because
People
I could
judge
show
me with you
people
on my own
how
the same way they
fucking
would a
productive
fat
and
broad
active
with
I
5
was
o'clock
during that.
shadow.
Holy shit.
I
I
really hope
fucking
you're joking.
nailed
Yeah.
that. But also, when I worked at this one fancy French restaurant, that was definitely doing illegal shit. And I would have loved to have had that footage of my boss telling me to do illegal shit, like dumping grease in a storm drain.
Guy gave his wife a
Yeah, you don't want fatbergs.
Yeah.
I regret to inform you, but if you put bacon down your drain, you having the bacon clog is the better of the two options.
Yeah.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt loud.
There was this fucking guy. I was there late at night with a couple of people, and this is when I was in my early teens. I was raised with the usual machismo just about everyone else was raised with back then, which is to say 2010.
Yeah.
And like, so I was not the wokest of people out there, but I was like the one dude in a group full of women, and I was a bit creepy back then, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I acknowledge the situation. This guy shows up and he starts chatting up on the
Seem
cashiers.
Mhm.
We're
You
all trying to
recovered the
close, so we don't
morphine.
notice right away. It takes maybe
Some
5
of it might
minutes,
be
but
unaccounted
5 minutes
for.
is too
So
long.
what?
That's
That's
already
life.
a red flag.
We did our
Yeah.
job.
I decide
Closing one
to
case
go
opens
back
another.
and
Do you have any
because I
idea
get
what
the
is really
nervous
going
please
on
help
while we're
look. I
wasting
go
our
back
time
and mention to a
following this
manager what's
stuff?
going on. By the
You going
time
to
I
tell me?
return, this guy has started
Deals being
sitting
done
on the
right now will
counter
change the
and is
face of
doing
LA
the
forever,
aggressive
and we're
lean
wasting
towards
our
the
time on
cashier.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when John and Jane Doe's are cremated. Their percentages.
And that's when I
The
ran
odds
up and
for
decked
against
him,
lightning
right?
striking.
Just full on, just speared him off the table.
225 North Highland Avenue. Unit to handle code.
Oh no, I did the worst thing. We kept him occupied while the police showed up.
I mean, that's not the worst thing. That's definitely not the worst thing. Come on, you know you want to race.
Give him the vroom vroom.
Give him the vroom vroom. Yeah! I'm winning.
Alright, I think we gotta get the sting for this case before we end the stream.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair.
You idiot!
Sorry. Not you, Roy. The other guy.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Driving, Roy.
Look, no one ever wants to drive. It's always just me driving. So you deal with my driving.
I drive a lot of hours for my job currently, and I feel like I need to keep convincing people it's like, listen, yes, I drive like 8 hours for work, so I don't want to drive all day, but also like if it's right after work and I drive another half hour, that's fine.
Yeah, it changes nothing. I'm already in drive mode, but if I have ceased drive mode, that's it.
If I have taken my boots off and I have to put my boots on,
yeah.
No.
Just no. I wonder which place it is.
Bukowski!
Bukowski!
That I did.
Hey!
It's Bukowski and Rusty!
Guess who his partner is?
Oh my
Relax, Rusty.
I've been waiting for this for so long. I wanted to tell you they become partners.
Down in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson.
Oh, fucking Rusty and Bukowski are partners. This is great.
Make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here.
Because they're such a good compliment, too.
Yeah, they really are.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
One's grumpy and the other's incompetent.
One's grumpy and keeps telling you how to do your job.
Yeah.
The other one's amenable and doesn't know how to do his job.
Honestly, it's perfect.
Meanwhile, you have Phelps and fucking Roy, and it's like, both of you are intensely a guy.
Yeah.
And you're the opposite guy.
Yeah, you're very much anti-guy. Anti-fucking Roy.
Barbiturates.
Barbiturates.
What else is rattling around in this thing?
Oh, there's more. Barbiturates. I see.
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
You're vehemently anti-Roy. Good. Good. The way it should be.
Roy sucks.
Roy sucks.
I hope this game ends with him suffering somehow, and not with something bittersweet.
Damn it! I mean, if it's a film like L.A. Noire specifically is supposed to like emphasize the noir aesthetic, so I'm not surprised that it has a bittersweet ending. I just don't want it to involve Roy.
Yeah.
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we are dragged down here.
For President being anti-Roy is the main platform I'll run on.
The water
Perfect.
is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because I feel like if you were to take the political left think are ruining the world, and the
Take a
people
closer
the
look at her
political
head and
right
neck.
think are ruining the world, and make them one guy. It's Roy Earl.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone in Congress shows up and it's like, listen, we are here at a time of great division, but Roy Earl, huh? This guy.
Bruising on the forearms, and he's
Also, incredibly surprised.
Very
The
good.
person literally has a reason for being naked right now, but in a bathrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or they just put it on out of decency for once.
It is really funny because I imagine somebody
neck is
slipping in a
bruised pretty
bathrobe,
bad.
and it's like, I'm sure the
Eyes
top
are a
like
classic
boob
sign
part
of
would be
morphine.
intact,
And the bruises
but the
held
entire
up.
bottom would be
I
obliterated
think
by the
one
fall.
man held her down and
Be like
another
hitched
held her
up
arm and
around like your
injected her.
left shoulder
Oh,
somehow.
yeah.
They have to try to cover it as a drowning.
and spread a trail of
You think they just put a towel on her afterwards?
Take a look
Okay,
around
that's fair.
outside
That's
on your
fair.
way out and see if you can find the Surrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought Surrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
I mean, we literally had an entire case about morphine. They were junkies, though, so.
No good to me.
What are you talking about? You have luscious hair. You can definitely do this. You can definitely rock that.
Maybe she was having trouble with some boys, huh? Maybe she got her heart broken.
No use to me. This is horsehair. I use beaver or finer.
Drifted off.
Premium beaver fur, straight from Canada.
Had so much fire, so much drive.
It is wild looking at the chain of history, because you can kind of blame all of the East or the West Coast wildfires on the fur trade.
Yeah. Yeah. This woman brush is of no use to me. I need man brush. Man brush.
Junk.
What am I
Marked up
supposed to do with
15%.
this? This is a woman's mascara.
I don't think so.
Ah, can you imagine, like, early on in the drag community, there's just this huge split between using women's mascara and using mascara specifically designed for drag men? Well, I say specifically designed as in it's specifically marketed, not that there's any actual difference.
One of them is like exact couture for women. The other one is just bussy pop, and it's like one of those awkward like emoji faces.
That is true. There is guy liner, which again, don't really understand the difference.
Gives us somewhere to look.
Oh, oh.
You know, it is kind of funny that they haven't done that with cosmetics. They do it with shampoo because everybody needs shampoo to not be gross in the head.
Yeah.
And like you do actually have to formulate them different. If you go on HRT in either direction, the first thing you have to do is swap shampoos because it's
Right.
like, oh yeah, 2-3 weeks your hair is
Been a model
completely
inside.
different.
Yeah.
Same thing with your skin. But then with the skin, like there's just such of a
place
there's
to
such a
start.
gender obsession where it's like, okay, well, like all makeup is going to be formulated for women then. We're not going to think about the different content of people's skin, how much grease they produce, like.
Yeah.
And that's funny to me because it's like, okay, I get like men wearing makeup is something outside of like the gender expectations of our society, but also like people have been doing stage performances since Shakespeare. Was nobody like, hey, this is men's foundation that doesn't melt within 2 hours of use?
No,
Like,
because they were too busy wearing mercury.
True.
Like,
I forgot about our friend Mercury.
yeah.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked.
The ultimate
I
guy
feel like
liner
there's
is
something I
definitely
should be
mercury.
doing, someone I should call.
Oh, and
You can
lead.
make
Yeah,
those calls,
lead
ma'am.
too. That was
Who
great.
needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town.
I
Someone has
use
to set her
actively
affairs in
igniting
order.
cesium for that smoking eye.
Mr. Henderson, maybe? What else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
See, what I do every morning is I fill a balloon with oxygen and then light a match underneath it and then put the balloon super close to my face for that real smoky aesthetic.
Doing the awkward, like, talking while looking in the ring light mirror, being like, so
Was Miss
I,
Randall depressed
dab,
about
dab,
something?
apply,
Upset.
like to mix in
No
my
more than
mascara,
normal.
dab, dab, apply, apply, with a little bit of dab, dab, apply, 10% hydrochloric, dab, dab, apply, acid, because dab, dab, apply, looking pointedly to the camera, I'm not a basic bitch.
Yeah, just get ready.
I will say, as much as we joke about making cursed memes, I was really surprised when I was able to order like chemicals off the internet for my job with no problem, because I was like, huh, I really thought I'd be on a watch list by now.
Yeah, with all the shit that we've said, especially in the tabletop streams, I am shocked. Like, after all, we created the tuna maneuver on the tabletop streams, which is a regular occurrence where we sneakily put explosive devices on ships that we don't like and then detonate them. Repeatedly did that. Yeah, maybe we are on a watch list, but they're like, and there's no threat. Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe we're on a watch list where they're like, yo, watch this.
Oh, I fucking wish.
One of these days I apply for my blasting license. Someone in the FBI is like,
yo, shit's going down. All right.
I just mysteriously get a package of tannerite on my porch one morning.
Okay, actual progression thing. I don't think I have any clues. Well, other than that she's on amphetamines, but that there are lots of reasons to be on amphetamines.
Try the lie, see what she says.
True.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldsson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that didn't help at all. So I'm going to assume it's a doubt.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Like, look at that. That's a doubt. Damn
Would
it!
she have killed herself for a man?
Miss Julie would never have killed herself. She was a very determined young lady. One of those people who shake the tree for all it's worth.
Did Miss Randall have
Maybe it was a
friends?
lie and I was supposed to say,
I'm not
but
sure. I
we
only
think
come
that
around
she
twice
committed
a week."
suicide. So, there. Have nothing to...
You do.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldsson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Which piece of evidence is in a men's size?
I see.
Uh-huh.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. But that's Mr. Henderson's. An older
I feel
man,
like in the
very
modern
distinguished
age, that's like a really weird thing to say. Like, you hold up a
very much
shirt,
in
whose shirt is this? It's like, I don't
I
fucking
don't
know.
fucking know.
Sorry.
That's
Back then, it's
someone's.
like, oh yeah, you have
said he lives
6
in San
shirts
Francisco.
total.
I also just like the idea of having a person who comes and like cleans up the place, maid and housekeeper. You're asking them, whose shirt is this? It's like, I don't fucking know. I come in on weekends. That could be fucking anybody. Also, I'm getting very Last Night in Soho vibes from this
What
so
was it
far.
like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Something awful has occurred. Man, that was a fucking banger of a show. Or was it a movie?
Movie. The Edgar Wright Last Night in Soho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking loved it. I love all of the little like tidbits for how it was filmed and everything like that. It's so cool. So cool.
It's really nice to see a take on like a time travel story where the filming of the time travel is unclear and it's like paralleled with a character that doesn't realize they're time traveling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. What was it like working for Miss Randall? Perfectly fine. I'm gonna see what the lie is for this, because she's answering with like
Hiding
2
something,
words.
Mrs. Reynolds.
So it's like,
There's
come on.
something about Julia's past that you don't want to tell me.
And how do you come to that conclusion, young man? What makes you think I know anything about her past?
Hmm.
Maybe she doesn't know anything that specific.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
I haven't done a truth for a while. Maybe I go for a truth.
Are you sure?
Well, now you're making me doubt. I want to go for a truth. Are you going to stop me from going for a truth?
Not unless it renders the case unplayable.
That,
or
like that.
completely
That is
ruins the
basically like
experience.
that is what I'm saying. Is like, does it render the case unplayable?
Nope.
Do you do the housekeeping on a regular basis?
Twice a week since Miss Julie moved here from New York.
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will
You've
take
been
your
very
statement, and then
unhelpful.
You can go home.
All right. Do we have everything here? Because it's still giving me the music.
I mean, we have Rusty, we have Bukowski. I think that's everything we need.
I mean, that is everything I need in my life. But is there anything else?
I do love that halfway through Vice Desk, they bring you fucking Bukowski and Rusty in case you got mad at either of them, being like, oh, you didn't know how bad partners get.
Yeah. Yeah, you could just be like, oh, thank God. Thank God you're here. Ah,
hey guys, remember that pedophile that pedophile defender?
No, I don't care about that. Yeah, that's definitely the reason that they show up. Anything? Really? Fucking on my ass. Nope, I already looked at that. I'm gonna go talk to Roy Bukowski. See how they're doing. You're not Roy Bukowski.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
I said Roy and Bukowski. I meant Rusty and Bukowski.
You think Carruthers has called it right?
Ooh.
He rarely gets it wrong.
It's an R name.
I did. I'm very
I'm a
sorry.
Galloway.
I'm
I've met
terrible
enough
with
girls in
names.
my time who can't handle their dope.
So my name is William. I don't go by William because I found myself working as a teen and very quickly realized that 2 syllables is too much for the average person.
Oh yeah, no. Every name gets shortened.
I mean, I guess you'd go through the same thing. You're a Ken who's a Kenneth.
Yeah.
It's like, no, if I say my name is William, you're going to have no fucking clue what my name is. If I say my name is Will, that's 1 syllable. It'll get through your skull.
It's like...
Well, should we call it while we're Deacon?
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely
Deacon
call it.
Underboy.
You just stay here, bud. Just stay right here in
fact,
traffic.
if we can nudge you into the turning lane, that'd be
great. Okay, you just stay there, bud. Stay there for like a week. We'll see what we come back to. I want to start the next stream with just us on top of him in our car. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see y'all.
His legs are just sideways. He's like, I don't think there's an oil leak, Phelps.
No, this is a good quality car.
What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for the end of the stream. Have a good night, guys.
I delay it so much. I don't want to stop. I want to keep playing. It's fine. Alright, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.